All right. Hopefully, I'm trying to make sure it don't sound all doubled up and whatnot. But how y'all doing tonight? We are going to be going over and listening to this Pooh Shiesty stuff. I have been trying to fix my audio too, but I think this was a crazy story. I was like, I definitely wanted to cover it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on with it, so we're gonna try to just yeah keep it where it needs to be. But yeah, let's get into it.
The craziest story just hit the timeline, man. We was almost on top of this, but kind of had some details wrong. But definitely, the arrows was aiming in the right direction when we previously reported on POOH SHIESTY being arrested a couple months ago. But that was a bit premature. But today we have details. I've been seeing this story bubble up, but I never want to talk about it. I didn't want to say nothing about it until we had some concrete evidence. And today I'm here to tell you that POOH SHIESTY was arrested. I know you've seen the rumors. I got the full story. Who, what, when, where, and why. To my loyal viewers, I'm sorry for the lack of updates, man. I ain't been feeling too well. Last week I thought I was getting better, but it's been continuing, man. I've been having this lingering cough and stuff, but I gotta get this content out for y'all. So let's go ahead and do that, but I need y'all to do me a favor by hitting the like button and a hype button and subscribing if you're new to the channel. But listen, man, POOH SHIESTY was arrested for allegedly kidnapping Gucci Mane. Big Goo-Wop, someone who was once called the boogeyman of the rap industry, alright? He was allegedly robbed by his artist. And this guy right here is the alleged reason why. Big Scar, rest in peace to him, okay? POOH SHIESTY and Scar are cousins.
So the thing with Pooh Shiesty and Big Scar, you know, after Big Scar died, Pooh Shiesty was upset because the family got upset really. Gucci Man had asked for um Gucci Man had asked for, you know, money. But nonetheless, you know, I said money. Gucci Man had asked for the chain back that Big Scar had. And the thing about it is, I mean, I can't really tell a man if that's right or wrong, but I mean, if it some rappers' chains aren't real. So if the chain is real, I feel like it wouldn't necessarily be wrong to ask for it back. I don't know. That's just me though. Like, I don't think it's wrong to ask for the chain back. I do think the other stuff that he may have done, like not trying to pay and stuff like that, is a little shicey. But I mean, you gotta charge that to the game. You know what I'm saying?
A few years ago, Scar passed away due to an overdose, and Scar's family had a heated back and forth with Gucci Mane's wife, accusing them of trying to take the 1017 chains away and not following through on the promise to pay for Scar's funeral. That shit was crazy. We'll get back into that, but that is the alleged reason why the fallout between Gucci Mane and POOH SHIESTY happened, which has now led to the feds caving in, POOH SHIESTY's dad being arrested, rapper Big 30 being arrested, and many other people that was involved in the situation was arrested. Now we come at some.
Damn, my bad. Yeah, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but yeah, I feel like Gucci Man should have paid for that. Like, I mean, I don't feel like he's obligated to. Now, if he says something like, "Yeah, I'm going to pay for it," then maybe. But I don't feel like he's obligated to. I just don't. Like, that doesn't sound correct or fair to me.
Details on footage, and we have the answer to the big question that everyone's wondering. I know you're wondering, did Gucci Mane snitch? Based on his paperwork, it looked like he indeed cooperated. All right, but hold on tight, man. First thing first. All right, so I gotta put y'all on the freecash.com. Now, when I first heard about this thing, I had to make sure that it was legit. On the screen, and you get a $5 bonus for signing up through me. Free cash, grind while you chill, man. Okay, so man, I seen these rumors a while ago about POOH SHIESTY. I couldn't believe it because it sounded too crazy to be true. Like POOH SHIESTY, fresh out the feds, his song performing well on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and you crash out once again? So I ignored it, but then a couple days ago we seen news about a raid at his crib. So we now know that they were in there trying to get evidence, including possessions that were taken from the rapper Gucci Mane the Fluff, Big Goo-Wop, the boogeyman.
This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as POOH SHIESTY, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon.
I truly don't know what made any of that sound smart. I mean, I get being upset, but like, you know, beyond that, you put so much energy into this. You know what I'm saying? Like this was just foolish. And now, right, and now multiple people connected to you are, you know, possibly gonna be, I don't even know. Though I do know they're gonna be tried. Um, Gucci Man, I don't know, man. I don't know if the streets can say anything primarily about snitching, nonetheless, because I mean, why the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get why he was upset, but at the same time, too, there is absolutely no reason to, you know, go that far, especially when you've already made whatever money and the cousin then passed. So, you know what I'm saying? It was all just not even bad timing, just stupid decision making. Like that was dumb as hell.
The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of.
See, that's what don't make sense. I just don't get it. Like y'all went through all this, and the worst thing about it is I don't know is if it's because Pooh Shiesty is in the streets as much as he was, but when you get money, certain shit like that gotta move. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if they think if they're watching 50 Cent and getting inspired, but that's the wrong guy to be inspired by right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a situation like this. I mean, not only do y'all speak about the shit y'all do in y'all music, you actively carried this out. And I mean, in the world we live in today, why wouldn't you think that there's a camera in a place where especially with just the history. There's even a story about who was it? Who's I think it was was it? It was the Biggie and Tupac situation when Tupac got shot. He was leaving the studio, and I think they had somebody waiting on him. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those, but it doesn't make any sense that you would put yourself in a position to actually get caught up with this shit. Seeing how there is there's just so much to lose, you know. Listen, the stuff I've gained now, I'm not gonna, I, damn sure not gonna jeopardize whatever my freedom, anything like that, to lose it, especially because it took so long to gain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would think that as a man, more men would be able to swallow their pride when it comes to small things and look around and take appreciation of the things that they've brought forth, or the families they've created, or the homes they've built, whatever the case may be, and just think about that before they make decisions. Now, I mean, that's wishful thinking, but still, like, and then not only that, y'all going off course, and not I think it was reported that the father really didn't know anything about it, because there's another guy who knows a little bit more information, Shetty Nash. He actually just dropped a video. He was speaking about this, and I mean, he basically was like, ain't no copping over here, simply because, I mean, that's the thing. Shetty Nash is in them streets. I think he might have been present during that day. I can't exactly remember. He might have been present, but he also speaks on this himself. It's not a thing of like, there's just different ways you could have done this, basically, and I don't even want to say Pooh Shiesty chose the easy way. He chose the dumbest way to do this. Just the dumb.
The Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows: electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group. Surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least two of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days following the offense. Greyhound bus records confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense. In this case, came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence as alleged in the charging document. This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice.
All right, so this man was doing all that shit on house arrest with an ankle monitor on.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible. Or vibe coding meets drag and drop freedom. We'll see.
Thinking that you can go ahead and force someone to sign a legal document. I guess they may have had it in mind that since they was punk.
So what throws me off too is the fact that he did this while on house arrest, because that was already stupid. And then two, so like I said, I previously had just said that the father, I don't think the father is involved. I was quickly ate my words. But the thing about it is, what the fuck, bro? I'm sorry. it just does not make sense. Like, you just can't be this ignorant because I mean, and not only that, y'all left evidence and y'all put like there was no implemented plan, I don't feel like, besides Big 30 big ass holding down the door. And that won't good enough. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is people like Big 30 and POOH SHIESTY, which I actually like their song Neighbors. Um, they get a little bit of fame and stuff like that, and it really gets to their head. And the thing about that is once it gets to their head, there's really nothing you can do, especially if they don't know how to process that. Which is why I'm happy guys like, well, I wish J. Cole would shut the hell up right now, but guys like him and Kendrick, or like guys like who is it? Sampha, you don't hear stuff about them too much. They don't really let themselves even be seen by the camera as much. J. Cole probably more so than everybody, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's just I don't understand what the plan was, and also, like, if sorry, y'all. Yeah, I'm getting a new mic. This shit is outrageous. Oh, shit, hold up. All right. Hopefully that's better. I don't know if it looks like that phone was. It wasn't even by the shit. It was plugged up charger. I'm sorry about that. But like I was saying, that shit was dumb. Dumb. Let's continue.
Gucci that he wouldn't actually go ahead and admit to that shit because of street credibility, so no lawyers would get involved in it. Maybe if they thought, if they was thinking that was the idea, but based on how POOH SHIESTY has moved in the past, I don't think too much thought went into this. Like, I may be giving him too much credit, but people are wondering, how did we get to the point of an arrest? How did the feds get involved? So many people were speculating that it had to be the security officer of Gucci Mane's, who happened to be an undercover police officer, and due to his oath, he had to go ahead and cooperate and report the crime. You also have, this is the cameraman who was roughed up. You see he has some wounds on him, but you also see some of the jewelry that were allegedly taken, and these are some photos that was on social media that people that the feds say they got. But we got details about who identified POOH SHIESTY. So we have the criminal complaint over here, but no cliffhangers, man. It says MM, BP, and RD all personally knew Williams by both his legal name and the name under which he performs, POOH SHIESTY. All right, so RD is Rager Davis, that is Gucci Mane. And they describe what POOH SHIESTY was wearing, as well as POOH SHIESTY's dad and Big 30. So anyone still wondering whether that's Gucci Mane or not, all you have to do is read through the documents to get context as far as who RD is, and you'll realize that is Rager Davis, Gucci Mane. On January 10th, 2026 at approximately 4:50 p.m., victims who will be referred to throughout this affidavit by their initials or collectively as the victims, RD, Eminem, and BP, were kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint at a music studio located on Dallas Parkway in Dallas, Texas. This location is within the Dallas division of the Northern District of Texas. The victims flew into Dallas, Texas alongside RD's head of security, hereinafter referred to as CW, and being other security officer, hereinafter referred to as TD, for a scheduled business meeting between RD and suspect Williams Jr. Williams Jr. is a hip-hop artist known as POOH SHIESTY and has been signed to recording contract for RD's music label 1017 since approximately 2021. So you see what I'm saying? RD is Gucci Mane. Now I'm not gonna read.
Yeah, that Gucci man, damn. And the thing about it is, when they originally did tell the story about this situation, a lot of people didn't believe it because they were like, for one, Gucci man getting robbed don't even sound right. But then again, there's been other situations, but not by POOH SHIESTY. And then POOH SHIESTY robbing somebody freshly out or coming out the box, it sounded crazy. So, but I mean, clearly, maybe well, not even maybe, we were wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pooh Shiesty just, I don't even know what the fuck he was thinking. And the thing about it is, y'all, like I said, that y'all done roughed up the white boy. You know what I'm saying? So like they're definitely gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Like they're definitely gonna get you. And he's definitely about to get you for some bread. I feel bad for his dad for not being able to, lead his son in a different direction though. Like that shit is crazy.
Through all of this, but let's get to the meat and potatoes of this whole situation. We'll read this excerpt right here. It says, the victims overheard Williams Jr. talking on the cell phone, potentially with a probation parole officer, stating that his caseworker had given him permission to be out for free time. From what the victims could hear, Williams Jr. was informed that was not the case and he needed to return immediately. Williams Jr. agreed. Williams Jr. was wearing an ankle monitor, leading the victims to believe that Williams Jr. was on house arrest. RD told Williams Jr. that they could reschedule their studio session, but Williams Jr. requested to speak with RD privately in the attached recording room. RD agreed and entered the recording room with Williams Jr., Williams Sr., and Wright. Meanwhile, Eminem and BP remained in the control room with the 6 other individuals and continued to watch the football game. BP offered to share the liquor they purchased with the target suspects. Oh, they weren't expecting that at all. And at least 2 accepted, grabbing the red cups and making a drink. Inside the control room, Williams Jr. produced purported contract termination or release paperwork from a bag and told RD to sign. When RD declined, Williams Jr. became agitated and the pair started to argue. Eminem and BP could see inside the recording room and initially believed RD and Williams Jr. to be discussing business, but as Eminem saw the conversation intensifying, he texted CW, who was still in the music studio's lobby. As the argument inside the recording room ensued, Williams Jr. instructed Wright to get his bag. Wright complied, leaving the recording room before returning with a bag. Williams Jr. then pulled what appeared to be a black AK-style pistol from the bag and pointed it at RD, demanding again that RD sign the contractual release paperwork. RD complied, signing the paperwork for Williams Jr., while Williams Sr. and Wright stood by. RD was not allowed to leave the recording room while he was held at gunpoint by Williams Jr. Wright pulled out a cell phone and purported to record RD signing the paperwork while being forced to say that he released Williams Jr. from their contract after the release was signed. Williams Jr. took RD's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and cash. They did a video. They literally did a video like that.
Who the fuck takes a video after you pull off one of the worst? That won't even a heist, bro. I don't even know what the fuck. Like that shit sounds so goddamn dumb. Cause what? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're telling me, and not only did you get him to sign it, but this is also my thing. What the hell were they going to do if he shot him? What was he going to do? Like for real, for real. Like that's what I'm thinking about. Like in the back of my mind, if Gucci Man had said no and just stood his ground, now he probably would have tried to put some hands on Keisha, which of course Gucci Man don't want to happen. Somebody already got their hands put on him, but nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where it still does not make any sense. And then you gonna have Gucci Man on video looking like a victim. You know how many times they probably need? You know what? Do it again. Do it one more time. I ain't believe you. Like, bro, you gotta be kidding me. And then, like it says, after RD signed the contractual release paperwork, Williams Jr. provided the paperwork to Williams Sr. and asked him if the paperwork was good. Williams Sr. advised that the paperwork needed to be dated, so Williams Jr. then forced RD to add a date next to his signature. As RD, Williams Jr., Williams Sr., and Wright exited the recording room, the remaining subjects, Waters, Rogers, Johnson, Glover, McDaniel, and Gibson, produced handguns or AR/AK style pistols and began to demand property from BP and MM. BP was pushed onto a couch in the control room while an individual known to BP as CMO Dan Fu and part of William Jr.'s crew, later identified as Rogers, searched his pockets and stole his wallet. BP's chain and a necklace bearing the moniker 1017 were stolen from his neck by another subject he knew as Glizzy 375, later identified as McDaniel. y'all are just dumb as hell, bro. Like for no reason, ignorant.
They made Big Goo I do a blink twice if you okay video. Hell nah, bro. These little niggas, wow. So after RD signed the contractual release paperwork, Williams Jr. provided the paperwork to Williams Sr. and asked him if the paperwork was good. Williams Sr. advised that the paperwork was needed to be dated. So Williams Jr. then forced RD to add a date next to his signature. As RD, Williams Jr., Williams Sr., and Wright exited the recording room, the remaining subjects, Waiters, Rogers, Johnson, Glover, McDaniel, and Gibson produced handguns or AR-AK style pistols and began to demand property from BP and Eminem. BP was pushed onto a couch in the control room while an individual known to BP as Simo Danfu and part of Williams Jr.'s crew, later identified as Rogers, searched his pockets and stole his wallet. BP's chain and the necklace bearing the moniker 1017 were stolen from his neck by another subject he knew as Glizzy 375. Later identified as McDaniel. During the robbery, McDaniel repeatedly threatened to shoot BP for moving, but Williams Jr. instructed McDaniel not to. BP further identified an individual he knew as Baby Slime 375, later identified as Johnson as being involved in a kidnapping and robbery, and that during the control room robberies, Johnson possessed a firearm and held BP and others at gunpoint. Both Eminem and BP identified an individual they knew as KD, later identified as Waters, as also being involved in a kidnapping and robbery, possessing a firearm and holding them at gunpoint. Eminem was choked from behind to the point of nearly losing consciousness during the kidnapping and robbery, resulting in scratches on his neck and wrist. Damn. Eminem was robbed of his Rolex watch, a Louis Vuitton bag containing multiple other high-dollar watches, Apple AirPod headphones, and his wallet at gunpoint by Glover. Eminem confirmed his Louis Vuitton bag, AirPods, and wallet each had an Apple AirTag, a location tracking device attached. As altercation inside the control room ensued, Wright walked over to the studio door to the lobby, closed it, and blocked it with his body, preventing the victims from leaving. CW and TD, the victim's security guard, watched Wright barricade the door and attempted to force their way into the control room, but were prevented from entering. With handguns drawn, CW and TD managed to partially open the door. Okay, so the security guards had their own guns, but recognized that they were outnumbered by the armed target suspects. Okay, so the security guards tried to breach the room with their own guns. Okay, so they tried to come through. So RD was pushed onto the couch into the control room, causing the victims to believe they were going to be executed. Williams Jr. placed the barrel of a firearm to the back of BP's head and ordered him and RD to leave the control room and the studio through the west entrance of the office building. RD then instructed CW and TD to escort them to their vehicle. As the victims left, Eminem turned to Williams Jr. and asked him if they were really taking his watches. Based on later recovered surveillance footage, and the target suspects left the studio and office building through the east entrance at approximately 4:48 p.m. So this is them leaving right here. These niggas think they not think that they are some gangsters. That's crazy.
Nah, they think they gangster because that shit was stupid. Like, you would have been better off just coming in with one person and then your own security. It would have just looked. It would have looked a lot less, But there's just no way he thought. I mean, yes, he pulled it off, but there's no way he thought this shit was gonna work out. Like, come on now, bro. Like, there's no. And then you got niggas with you itching to get the kill off. Like, man, it's just. This is just the worst situation because not only did you uh, did you make these niggas feel like they was gonna lose their lives, you know, you 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 still you still for one put it all on video and you didn't do no background check. You didn't check to see what the studio had it in. Like, you was supposed to book it on a day he wasn't going and go check it out for yourself, so you knew what you was getting into. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to move ahead. You know, the fact that you even had to pass your father the contract and see like if it was right. You know, I mean, yeah, you should have guys to do that, but nonetheless, like, you wasn't really on it. You was on that, like, you wanted to do that to Gucci Man, and it's okay because I mean, at the end of the day, Pooh Shiesty got caught, and that's the one thing about being a great rapper, or you could be a great doctor. You know, you could put great anything on a piece of shit, but you can't. You'll never be able to wipe that piece of shit away, especially once you put them down in a history book or a chart, anything like that. Like, you know, and that's what we have here. He was pretty unappreciative of the situation and the position that Gucci Man put him into. Because you can even watch videos on TikTok right now of people going over the things that the way Gucci Man put him on. And no, 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 no. I don't disagree with him being upset, but you are a grown man. And yeah, this is not the Wild West anymore. There's people still moving. Like, okay, that's the thing. If your city is known for that, cool. But the thing about it is, like I said, you didn't do no extra surveillance. You didn't come scope out the scene pre-hand because you would already know you going to get caught. You would have seen what cameras were around. You would have had this information if you had it clearly thought out. And I don't know. I think Pooh Shiesty might just really be stupid because there's no way in hell you thought you were gonna come through like you were making a music video and leave and not get caught, bro. I don't care about no snitching, bro. Like, shit. 21 Savage said, "Fuck the streets." I'd never say fuck the streets because there's certain shits in the street you need to pick up, which is why people develop the thing we call street smarts. You know what I'm saying? But the small little areas that create this dumb shit in motherfuckers, like, not no, fuck the streets. Y'all are dumb. This was dumb, bro. Like, Pooh Shiesty could have done anything else, and the way he could have went about it is he either could have waited till he completed his contractual obligations, because everybody has those. Even Drake had to, well, was trying to. I don't even know if he was trying to, but he I think he had the intention to at first complete his contract. You know, Kendrick completed his contract with uh with TDE, and then went on a PG Ling and do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? Once you complete your contract, that's one way to get out of certain things. Pooh Shiesty was so worried about getting that money right now, and then also spending a block for his cousin. Which, but for one, let me say, uh, Gucci Man didn't kill him. You know what I'm saying? Gucci Man didn't kill him. The drugs did. He killed himself. You know, R.I.P. to Big Scar. But he did that to himself. So, I would personally not feel extra obligated to like not do anything for you, because like, what the fuck, like, bro. Yeah, and you don't know how good you feel about that type of shit. Like, maybe he don't support that because he switched to a healthier lifestyle. So there's plenty of reason for why what Gucci did makes sense, and there's plenty of reason for discourse and open discussion on why that shit was fucked up. But at the end of the day, what you're not going to sit here and tell me is this was a smart idea. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue, bro.
Crazy. Okay, so once again, one of the biggest catalysts for this fallout between Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty had to be Big 30, and it was due to issues stemming around Big 30's death, his untimely demise when he passed away due to overdose. Okay, now the family was complaining, saying Gucci Mane asked for his 1017 change back and also wasn't doing what he promised to do, which is taking care of the funeral. I covered that before. Let me go ahead and run some of that footage real quick. After they made those claims, Gucci
All right. See, now I did say that. If Gucci Man had already said that he was going to take care and handle it, then yes, it's extra messed up for him. Now, this is the thing. This is the receipt that Gucci Man, or Kishki, or that's her, her username up there, up here. But this is what they said they did, and this is the money that they said was basically spent for this. And I mean, I can't say whether or not it's true, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe he can get one from anywhere, but I don't know. That key card, it says keyed. It was manually entered on December 30th, 2022 at 6:14 p.m. You know what I'm saying? The signature is verified, and you got all this stuff to kind of backtrack and double check this. So I don't know.
Man's wife came and showed actual literal receipts that show that he paid $20,000 for the funeral. But everything sparked off when Big Scar's family came to the internet saying this right here.
When Pops and them called you and asked you, you the one told them folks that you gonna pay for the funeral. You told them that you gonna pay for everything. The minute that them folks called your phone to see if you gonna pay for the funeral, you blocked them. That's not real, cuz. On God, that's not real. You ain't straight. You ain't straight. That's them folks. Come on now, cuz. You pluck. On God, that ain't straight, cuz. You on here trying to act all real. You post this Scar. Talking about some long live him, bro. You ain't do nothing, cuz, on God. And you ain't getting them chains, cuz. You can't get them chains. There's no way you can get them chains. It ain't no way that's happening. Come on now, fool. You tripping, cuz. Thought we was just gonna let that go, cuz. No. It's over. You played. And we don't need your money, nigga. We don't need your money to pay for.
I just feel like if they don't need the money, like I get why they got online and do it and did this because he said he was gonna do it, but like I hate a motherfucker who say they don't need something, but sit there complaining about the shit they need or the shit that didn't get done. I believe in if you want something done right, you should probably do it yourself, or also, I'm someone who heavily believes in having a backup plan for damn near anything. I'm like Batman. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust people normally, and that's only because it's not to say, oh, I've been fucked over my whole life, but no, that's not it at all. I don't trust people because people will say one thing and then do another. So you got to move accordingly to that. And that just goes back to this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you was going to say something to Gucci, you should have said it just should have just sent the text or whatever, or called her from an unknown, whatever the case may be. Y'all could have done whatever, but doing this, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of lame. Only because what he did was lame too. But if you real and y'all don't need it, then like I wouldn't even get on here whining and complaining like that. And everybody could be like, "Oh, it's for Scar, blah blah Scar, bro." No, ain't shit for Scar, bro. Like there's just certain I respect certain things about death. For one, the way you died, how you died, and what you were doing when you died. Well, I guess that's all the same thing. But nonetheless, if you were out there, if you overdosed on some shit, I'm not obligated to feel for you. I'm not obligated to throw a RIP out there. You wasn't out there working, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't in the streets putting in the work at that time. Like it's not like you got dropped or somebody, you know what I'm saying, had something done to you. No. You overdosed. And now y'all mad motherfuckers ain't moving there honoring XYZ. Okay, like if you got the bread, then don't sit here later and be like, "Oh, I don't need this." Then what are you crying for? What are you talking about? Shut up, dummies.
His funeral, nigga, he was gonna get buried. Either way, it's just a point that you supposed to be his CEO and you supposed to be this, and that, and you don't lie like that, cuz. How do you even feel real with yourself? It ain't straight, cuz. You shouldn't even feel straight with yourself. On God, you shouldn't, cuz. I ain't nothing with you, cuz. Then I hope you ain't talking about give you the chain cause you think we finna use them to cool video. No, man, we ain't finna, no. We don't want to be a part of nothing like that. Come on now, bro. That one right, bro. On God, that one right. You ain't straight, cuz. You got on the internet, bro. When they text you and ask you about Scott's funeral, cuz you told them folks that Keisha birthday coming up. Gang, y'all rich. Y'all can celebrate her birthday any day. Come on now, cuz. You playing with my brother like he just dance. Like, come on now, cuz. You playing what, bro? My brother just ain't no nigga you can. Nah, bro, my brother means something to us, nigga. What you mean? This ain't that and you not getting them chains, bro. You ain't even text and check on the family, but you text about some chains.
This game, you're not ready for it.
So as you heard, they saying that.
Now, I mean, of course, I support that. Definitely gotta check on the family. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you saying that's your people's. But at the same time, too, it's like, how don't y'all know somebody enough to know like how they gonna move? Like, I'm sorry, bro. If y'all been dealing with Gucci Man so long, like, and y'all ain't hip to the game and how these people move, especially when they turn into a corporation. There's a lot of street on people, or not street owned, but people from the street, black owned businesses. And you would be surprised how people move when they got something behind their name. It's not what you would think it would be. And some, just going over Gucci Mane's history, I feel like I'm not gonna sit here and be like it's on y'all, but like a little bit, it's kind of on y'all. Like, I'm like, why would you just believe this man? You know what I'm saying? And he said he was gonna do it, but that's still your family, so you got to make it your issue to bury him. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this from experience. Like, my father had passed, and I had my brother couldn't make it to basically be the power of attorney, so that had passed to me, and oh my gosh, everybody on my father's side was fighting because unknowns even to me and my own mother, my father had left my mother as the person to receive the money when he died or whatever. And the family kept talking about, oh, she got all the power and this and that, and it was never about that. Like, I just wanted to bury my father. My mom was trying to figure it out because she was like, she's not paying for shit, but when she got the money, then she paid for it. She used the money to pay for that, and it. Oh shit! I thought I heard some shit. Yeah, she used the money to pay for that, and then she gave us some bread. So it was never a thing of like she was trying to hide the money or whatever. It's like my father had already prepared knowing how crazy everything would be when he did pass, and he didn't tell anybody about it. He just kept that locked in a locked away in the stash. So you know what I'm saying? That's just how you should move, especially when you got to deal with your own shit. It's not anybody else's fault Big Scar didn't care about his life as much as y'all cared about his life. And I feel like if we're all passionate about people we care about and love, or whatever the case may be. But if he didn't care about his life, then I'm just saying nobody else is obligated. People die every day. Nobody is obligated to care about what you care about. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, R.I.P. to the man, but shit, I ain't know him, and I damn sure don't really support junkies and stuff. So it's like, and I don't even support the type of music he make. To be quite honest, there's songs that can be good from certain artists, but like all in all, like all that extra hype shit, like being a young nigga, like trying to convince, like y'all still be sagging y'all pants outside, like y'all be walking around people with your ass out, looking real fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit it's weird. It's weird. As a black man, if you were walking around with your ass hanging out, don't talk to me. Don't do it, bro. Just leave me alone. Please leave me alone. You're a man for one. You should not be doing that. Two, I can't. I don't even have the words for how ugly you look. Like, oh goodness, disgusting. Let's continue.
Gucci Man didn't pay for the funeral because his wife's birthday, and also he wanted the 1017 chains back. Now, Big Scar's sister says, "On my mama, he not getting them chains back before anyone get to speaking on some shit they don't know about." Yes, he asked for the chains back, and you know he not getting them hoes back. My brother earned this. My brother mean everything to us, and for him to do him like that is low down. A fuck. He said he couldn't pay for the funeral because his wife's birthday coming up. Nigga, you a millionaire, Gucci, a bitch. Gotta get it back in blood. And this her posting a picture saying get it back in blood. My brother earned this. Long live Stank. F the rap game. So that's how they coming.
That 10K ain't did about obituaries and flowers, boo. This ain't here with no obituaries and flowers, boo. 10K ain't. My brother was way more worth, baby. My brother worth more than 10K. You
I'll say that's not. Yeah, he's gone. So whatever he was worth is like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not really no. That's not Gucci Man's problem. I'm sorry. Like actually, I'm not sorry. I support that. It's not his issue. And in the way y'all acting, I ain't gonna lie. I'm just looking like damn. Like bro, but that's the thing. I done been through a lot of different shit, especially when motherfuckers acting petty and shady and shit like that, bro. Some shit, bro, you just gotta go ahead and let fall off your shoulders, bro. You can't stress about it all. But sitting here looking like that, talking about some the 10K ain't like, I don't know, bro. As a people, we gotta do better, bro. Like, it's not well, like we got to stop measuring money to equate to how to who we are or how much we're worth or whatever the case may be. But I will tell you, as someone who doesn't support that type of shit, if you overdose or anything like that, please do not tell me what your brother was worth because bro, you gotta treat your body like a temple. You gotta treat yourself like you're worth it. If you don't respect yourself enough, bro, then I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to say, but your brother didn't respect himself enough to continue living for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to smoke like hella cigarettes actually. Like I could smoke like 2 packs in a day, no cap. My wife would tell you that shit was crazy. And when we were having our first baby or whatever, I kind of started slowing down once we got together because I was just like, I don't want this around a kid. And then when we were having our first baby, I was just like, bro, my whole perception on a lot of things changed. My health, just certain things like okay, yeah, I'll hit the green grass here and there or whatever. But bro, I was like, man, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, cigarettes do this to you. Like I'm not gonna get into the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like let it my mind be flooded with like, oh, it's gonna kill me. But it's just like I felt like I needed to make a conscious decision to if this was something that was harming me to just stop. You know what I'm saying? And for no other reason to feel like I was maybe gonna like get a few more years back if I just cut it down. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I still roll up or whatever with tobacco shit, but the thing about it is I'm not sitting here going through 2 packs a day anymore. And it's been like, man, I can't. It's been a minute. It's been a long time since I had bought a pack of cigs, bro. Like, I think I've tried to hit a cigarette here and there, bro, but it don't even do nothing for me no more. So I don't even give a damn. I really don't give a damn to smoke a cigarette. But you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta make those conscious decisions and then also learn to live with them. Just as in she's upset about her brother. Well, like I said, if he didn't care enough about his life, why I don't want to say why should Gucci, but like basically, yeah, why should Gucci? Because at the end of the day, you saying he earned this, bro. Do you know how many people feel like they earn something and they aren't given the gratitude, they're not given the showing they need. They're not ever given anything. This man, you're saying he earned it, which okay, he may have, but he was just part of the label. If he was alive and Gucci asked for the chain back, he would have probably had to give him the chain back and not go through dealing with y'all monkeys to, you know what I'm saying, be having to argue to get his shit back. At the end of the day, those are Gucci's chains. It's like being a part of the force, bro. Yeah, you get a gun. Yeah, you get a vest and stuff. You might carry it around, take it home. Shit, you can have it for all the 12 years. But once you leave the force, you don't keep that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And when you die, you don't get buried with that stuff. Now, certain things, certain people will have to have buried with them, and then sometimes it don't even make it in because somebody else out there is greedy enough to be like, you know what, that shit is worth a lot more outside the earth. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, sorry, girl, like, sorry to blow your bubble, but miss me.
Yeah, Gucci son 10,000, and it was somebody else on another 10, so it was 20,000 in all. And we didn't get the flowers. I don't give a what nobody say. He need to get in the field about my brother. Like, the money don't even matter. You asking for the trains back. But anyway, the funeral will get paid for regardless. That little ass money, that's why we say he ain't help us. I'm gonna talk about that BMW posting receipts, none of this shit. Yeah, he's son 10,000. Like I said, Gucci ain't help with shit. Like I said, Gucci ain't help with shit.
So you're saying Gucci didn't help, but he did send 10,000? What are y'all upset about then? Like, I'm confused. Are y'all dumb? Like, there are people who have to go with the lowest option, which is cremation or whatever, and that still costs a little bit. You are complaining, and that's the thing. How big is the funeral finna be? Funerals are expensive, yes, but if you're being mindful, it can be under $10,000. I don't like how big is this funeral going to be? Like, seriously, it doesn't make sense to me. Y'all keep saying like, "Oh, bro," like I said, when they die in the forest, they're not buried with the gun and this and that. No, no, no. That's just not how it works, bro. She and her whole family confused. I don't think they get how this shit work.
Gucci ain't help with shit. Gucci ain't help with shit. Gucci ain't help with shit. You tell me I don't give a fuck about no receipts with no funky 10,000. They want to know. My brother's funeral was 60K in all, 10K.
See, all right, now I gotta get on you because you talking about that wasn't enough, bro. That was more than enough. Like, it is mind-boggling to me how selfish we can be as a people sometimes. 10K won't enough, girl. You unless you got some kids or you doing something real extra, or you didn't get, unless you got put on by, you didn't get put on by your brother, whatever the case may be. Like, girl, 10K, and then you talking about your brother was worth 60K alive. He's worth 60K alive. Like, relax.
It's still him. It's still him. It's still him. What's 10 to 60? What's 10 to 60? What is 10K to 60? And for you talking about he didn't have life insurance, he did have life insurance. We made sure he was good. Go about it. Yeah, he had life insurance. Gucci probably had some on him too, but y'all got him fucked up. Funeral paid for. That 10K went toward flowers. Flowers high as fuck. We still got a casket. He getting cremated. He getting put up in a museum. Bitches, the bitches would not be able to walk on my brother's grave. He ain't getting put in no ground. He ain't.
All right, I'll tell you right now. I think people who needs to be up there in a mausoleum, because she didn't mean a museum, she meant a mausoleum. But why? You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what? They X got buried in a mausoleum too. He caused a lot more harm than he did. You know what I'm saying? Hoping so. Also, why Mac Miller definitely needs to be put in a mausoleum. That man was, oh man, and you know he OD too. Um, but his shit got bad. He had some bad shit, and we know who did it. They're put up, so you know. I don't know. Do I make a special? I don't know. I guess I gotta put him in the same boat because he was still doing the goop. You know what I'm saying? But even so, like I said, I really don't get what they are complaining about. Like I just,
Getting buried with no chains. He not getting them chains back. Period. At the end of the day. Fuck them receipts that Annabelle uploaded.
I ain't gonna lie. If y'all don't give me my chains back, I hope. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be a long night, bro. Cause let me tell you something. You'll give me my chains back, and I know where that shit is. Oh yeah, it looks like we gonna be excavating out this motherfucker. Boy, don't play with me. Oh man.
Fuck Annabelle. And them receipts. Like I said, we on the receipt 10,000.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
What the other 10 is, I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. I'm at work with my feet up, making boxes.
Okay, so now the conversation going on about whether or not that was a valid crash out. What y'all think, man? Me, I don't think no crash out is fucking valid. It's stupid. It's stupid. Because the situation was eventually rectified. And if POOH SHIESTY didn't want to do business with him anymore, you could have just got your lawyers involved and try to figure that shit out from that way. Because now you're in the feds once again, and it looks like you're gonna be locked up for a long ass time. So the details of the contract don't matter anyway. They don't matter anyway. So you did all that for what? But you can't reason with some niggas like this is the same nigga that did this shit.
Broad daylight bullets. 2 hit. Over $500,000 in exotic cars. All of it on surveillance video obtained exclusively by 7 News from October in ultra-quiet Bay Harbor Islands.
That video gonna always be funny to me because dude checking to see if he got shot in his ass. Trying to see if he see a little blood. He ain't
Hey, bro, what the fuck? Oh god, hey, that was funny as shit, bro. Oh god, that was so weak because he did. Hey, bro, I was sitting there wondering. I'm like, oh, you think he got shot now? It's not funny, bro, but like, oh shit, the way he did it, bro, it's just like, like damn. All right.
see no blood, probably a little brown smudge, but no blood. Probably shit himself a little bit. But that was a botched robbery going bad. And then you had a situation down here at a strip club in Miami when POOH SHIESTY shot up in the club.
Hey, Jack, POOH SHIESTY. POOH SHIESTY shot. POOH SHIESTY let him. Oh, shit. POOH SHIESTY let it off. They done jack his bitch ass in.
Yeah, so expecting any type of reasonable decision to come from this nigga POOH SHIESTY, that's a losing game in itself right there. That's the type of nigga that crash out, just crash out. Boy, that song, First Day Out, that shit was hard as hell, but it was hard because you knew all the shit he was saying was real. Only niggas could draw from pure inspiration and say shit he was saying. The line about his grandma saying cut the grass, to watch out for the snakes, and he say he the snake. That line right there so crazy. But yeah, man, Gucci Mane cooperated. I don't give a fuck. I know the street niggas care. So y'all can care about what y'all care for, but the lure of the rap industry is gone for me. All this shit is smoke and mirrors. It's all WWE for me. Now people putting up old videos of Gucci Mane when he talked about cooperating in the past or not cooperating.
I ain't never shit this on nobody. There ain't a lot of people come to me with that in my whole life since I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? When I forget a lot of them, say, I have never shit this on nobody. I never wrote a statement on one, and I never will. That's how I feel. Cause I'm a true G. I never snitch on a nigga. Where we from, we won't do that. For real. This East Carolina Zone 6, niggas I fuck with my crew, we won't do that. We don't snitch on niggas. We stand down for ourselves. Like, if I gotta go, I'm gonna go. I done went before.
You wanna know what's crazy? When niggas is talking to you and they keep looking down and like they be talking about how real they are, don't trust them. Do not trust them. I'll tell you that right now. Don't do that shit. Oh my god.
I don't want to snitch on a nigga to save nobody's life, not even my own. I die if I snitch on a nigga.
Obviously, the Gucci Mane that pushed the woman out of a moving vehicle is not present anymore because this new and improved Gucci Mane does not feel the same way as this. But wait, here goes the new and improved Gucci Mane speaking right here too.
You know what's going on with me? Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. I don't believe in none of that shit. The only thing I believe in is don't tell the police. Soft ass nigga. It's the only thing I believe in. I'ma smoke you.
Y'all heard his wife back there? You know you're not, nigga. You gonna cooperate, do whatever you gotta do. But yeah, Gucci ain't moving that way no more. People surprised that he got robbed. Gucci Mane a rap before about getting robbed. It don't matter who you is. If a nigga got the ups on you, they got the ups on you. You gotta get that shit up. You wanna live your life. Someone said, so POOH SHIESTY had a dad and was still acting like that? They said the dad in question. Niggas say POOH SHIESTY and them niggas travel from Memphis to Dallas 10 deep to do some robbing like an AAU team. The homie way more fly than you said. The way Keisha said she be keeping Gucci on his meds, he probably thought they was playing cops and robbers. POOH SHIESTY really thought he was gonna pull a gun on Gucci, make him release him from the contract and get away with it. He thought he was Big Red and the 5 Heartbeats. We got Woody speaking on the situation. Let me see what Woody got to say.
Let me understand this, y'all. Please help me. I really need help. POOH SHIESTY did all that time in jail, in the feds. He around people that have unbelievable.
Now, why are we driving and recording? I hope, yeah, okay, he might be in the. I hope he in the passenger seat. What is he doing, Woody?
Cases where it show how far the feds willing to go. POOH SHIESTY came home, y'all, and made a first day out. They sent him right back to jail. Pride and ego is our main enemy. That's why I call myself Woody versus Woody. I have to fight myself every day to not let these suckers trick me back in jail. To not let these suckers trick me away from my kids and take my life. That young nigga came home, bro, and did NBA YoungBoy numbers. First song he put out, they said he was gonna flop. That young nigga went to the top. He had all the cars, the lifestyle, everything he dreamed of having. But he didn't change his mindset. Look what the boy did. The boy done went and did some stupid shit.
And that's, bro, that's exactly what I'm saying. He didn't change his mindset, bro. It don't even matter what he did. He didn't change his mindset, bro. He went in with the same mind that he has before he went in. And that, that was cool the first time. Hey, whatever. But bro, you also, that's the thing. You dropped a song that was full of heat, so you already done catapulted yourself on a different level, and people, of course, are gonna take notice of that. So when you get on that level, you have to stop doing dumb shit. Dumb.
Cause him go back to jail. Listen, young man, we our own enemy. The shit stopped when we change our mindset. Man, we ain't gotta fake an image no more. We did what these niggas wish they can do. We ain't gotta keep doing it. That's why I say these niggas play the game till they lose. You gotta know when to get out of it, bro. You gotta know when to say, okay, this is it. Because they all love you, they gas you on. And when they fucking put them fucking handcuffs on you, and you come to the realization that this shit is real, now y'all wonder why Woody walk the way he walk and talk the way he talk. Nigga, the feds are real. That cemetery with all them bodies in there is real. This ain't Grand Theft Auto. This ain't no fucking TV show. This our real lives. And y'all wonder why these white people don't want to see us with no money. Cause we do stupid shit with it. You had no business doing that. You folks came out here and led by example. God bless the rest of y'all.
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is Reimagine in Co-Producer. You can take any
Ah, shit. Here go Charles.
Man, all I can say is no lies told right there, bro. No lies told. Oh my gosh, that was that was perfect, bro. That was perfect. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, let's see what the fuck Charleston White said. You know he ignorant as hell.
Charleston White. What the fuck Charleston talking about, man?
They got shiesty ass. And it sound like Gucci cooperated. It sound like the victim. Gucci was a victim and gave his testimony. Come on over here with me, Gucci. It's all right. It's all right to go and be civilian. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on over here with me, Gucci. Press charges on their ass to the full extent of the law. That's how you get to niggas. Now, I don't hear nobody telling Gucci not to press charges like they tell him, trying to convince me not to press charges on Thug. I don't hear nobody calling Gucci a hoe ass nigga for pressing charges.
Bro, I swear to God, this nigga might be stink meaner, real life personified, bro. Like he don't got like his mouth is that ignorant, but you gotta get him there to see it, bro. But like, yeah, I think this might be we might have brought Stink Meaner to the real world by accident, bro. And I don't know how we did it, but we need to put him back.
They done not put somebody down there in a coma, hold a nigga. That like Suge Knight holding that boy upside down over the balcony, that Vanilla Ice boy. I signed the contract. I look there, man. That's like yeah. POOH Shiesty done come out here acting like Red on 5 Heartbeats. Yeah, say, you know what that is? Say the boy done come out here acting like Red off the 5 Heartbeats, man. Yeah, all them niggas with your motherfucking fluffy beards recidivate when they get out of prison. Yeah, you gotta go back to your gold teeth, nigga. Yeah, boy should have went back to his gold teeth. God damn it, Shiesty. Boy, I was sure looking forward to you coming to concert and watching young niggas go to jail for the summer. I just knew, man, what a fucked up. Damn, Shiesty. I was looking forward to a Shiesty tour. I'm not bullshitting.
This nigga started turning up the feds, did a sweep.
They get the whole man too. Boy, them feds mean as a motherfucker. Take it to daddy too. God damn. Shit. Boy, if there's any other time to think about telling, this is it right here. You talking about the kind.
If there's any other time to think about telling, this is it, right? Hey, bro, I hate Charleston White, bro, but he not lying.
You federal charges for federal kidnapping? Oh my goodness, up to a life sentence? Oh man, whoever these FBI agents is here, they finna get a promotion. They fucking around being in line up to be the FBI director one day for bringing down Shiesty. I'm not bullshit. Oh my goodness.
And the crazy thing about all this, bro, I seen a nigga tweeted, we need more street niggas. Grown ass man talking about some we need more street niggas now. I ain't got none against street niggas at all. But ain't no street nigga that's making great money want us to be more street niggas in the world. He don't want his kid to be a street nigga. So therefore, how do you advance and create more street niggas, you feel me? Now if you said we need more militant minded men, for sure, hell yeah, like that's it. Militant-minded, disciplined men, yeah, but street niggas? Nah, bro. Becoming a street nigga is a response to your environment, you feel me? And there's some noble ones and then there's some crash shots, you feel me? Don't get me confused, but we don't want our black people to continue to be in certain type of environments. So therefore, I can't get behind that statement saying we need more street niggas because I don't want these environments to continue to exist that leads my brothers to resort to certain actions to survive. I don't want that for my brothers because that shit normalizes mentalities like this young nigga continues to crash out and he don't see no wrong, no foresight, no impulse control and just continues to crash out. And then he has a dad co-signing this dumb shit, you feel me? But that's what's going on right there, man. Y'all gotta go ahead and let me know what y'all gotta say in the comment section below, bro. I'm going to get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.
Stop spending real money on in-game cosmetics.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy.
Medics. How? Using buff. With the buff
I
app.
completely agree with him. You know what I'm saying? I completely agree. I just feel like this is dumb and we could have avoided this, you know. This definitely is one of those things. It's a mindset. It's really it's really unfortunate because we don't need more street niggas. We don't. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. We not more militant, more disciplined, more on time. We do need that, but this was just this was unavoidable. This was avoidable. Sorry, but even then, man, I'm about to go get ready to get my boy. But you know what I'm saying? This is just one of those things where I really wish he could have went a different way with this. But hey, people gonna do as they do, man. There's not much you can do about that. So you know what I'm saying. Hey, tapping with me a little bit later. We'll be getting on some. Actually, it won't be that long. We'll be getting on something a little bit later. So just make sure y'all come back and